Just want to hop on here and talk to you for a minute. We're out doing what we normally do, hiking. I love being out in nature. Some beautiful land here. But what I want to talk to you about is the state of things, especially this U.S. Senate race. Now listen, you have the God-given right to vote for anybody you want to vote. Anybody you want to vote for, man, that's up to you. I think you should do a lot of praying. I think you should do a lot of research on the candidates. And I think you should ask God to help lead you and guide you into making the best decision you possibly can. And if you involve God, I don't think you'll ever go wrong. Now I want to talk to you about people's frame of mind and some of the tactics people will use to get you to vote for their candidate. Now, look, the news media is they're pretty much refusing to cover a lot of the candidates that's running for the U.S. Senate. And they're leading you to believe that you've got to make a choice between two candidates. You either got to vote for Doug Collins or you have to vote for Kelly Loeffler. Now let me tell you the biggest argument they're going to give you, and that's that if you vote for anybody besides Kelly Loeffler or Doug Collins, you're wasting your vote. And they'll tell you, well, you know what? You just got to choose between the lesser of two evils. So which one do you think's the lesser evil? Kelly Loeffler or Doug Collins? Now the establishment is telling you that, and that's what the news media is portraying to you. Two candidates. Doug Collins, Kelly Loeffler. Now, see, we want to call people sheep, and we want to say people just follow blindly. Well, let me ask you something, man. If you follow the thinking that you have to vote for Kelly or you have to vote for Doug, and you've got to make a choice between the two evils, and you got to figure out which one's going to do you less evil, well, you know what? The establishment already has you. You're already trapped. In your mind, mentally, you're already in a cage. Because you think that by voting for someone other than what the establishment has presented to you, Doug Collins, Kelly Loeffler, you got to vote for one of them. Oh my God, if you vote for anybody besides Doug Collins or Kelly Loeffler, the world's going to end. Oh Lord, Democrats are going to take over. They're going to put you in a concentration camp. Oh, they're going to kill us all. Man, for a bunch of Second Amendment supporters, you sure have forgotten what the Second Amendment's all about. Don't be trapped. Mentally unfree yourself from the rule of the establishment. Because if that's your frame of mind, you're already trapped. Don't you see that? If everybody would get out of the frame of the mind, I've got to choose between the lesser of two evils for this nation to survive, well, man, that just plain out, listen to it. I got to choose between the lesser of two evils. Since when has been the lesser of two evils been good? Man, that is so dumb. Get out of thinking the way the establishment has conditioned you to think. The Republican Party and the conservatives have conditioned you to think the way they want you to think. And the only way that we're going to save this nation, the only way that we're going to make a difference is to start thinking for ourselves, start researching, start praying, and voting our conscience. Man, I've caught flack because I voted for Candace Taylor. Well, you know what, man? If I could vote every day of this week, I'd vote Candace Taylor. And if I wasn't voting for Candace Taylor, I'd be voting for Derek Grayson. You're going to sit here and let these fat cats and these rich people and these movers and shakers tell you how to vote. Man, voting is your right. Voting is your voice. Don't vote just because the establishment tells you to vote one way or the other. Vote your own conscience. Man, if you want to vote Loeffler, vote her. If you want to vote Collins, vote him. If you want to vote Warnock, vote it. I wanted to vote for Candace Taylor. And I really think if people would change the way they think, and I think if people would get out of the mentality of to save this world, they've got to vote Kelly or Doug. You're just doing what they want you to do. I mean, that's it. That's it to a key. You're an American citizen. You have the right to choose and vote any way you want to. And don't let all this hyperbole and all these fear tactics they're using, and they're telling you that if you don't do this or you don't do that, you're going to destroy the world. The world's going to end. I'll tell you when this world's going to end. This world's going to end when God says it's going to end, okay? And it doesn't matter who you put in office. It doesn't matter who you vote for. This world is going to stand as long as God wants it to stand. So you pray. And you research these candidates. You vote your conscience. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying. Get out of the line of thinking that we can't think for ourselves and we've got to be led and we've got to follow either a Republican Party or a Democratic Party suggestions on who we have to vote for. If American citizens will get out of that cage in their mental minds and realize that our government is just one coin with two different sides, and they'll start focusing on real American candidates, and we'll focus on putting these people in office instead of the two choices that are presented to us, the two choices that the news media push. Start looking at these candidates that everybody's telling you. Why are they telling you, and they're arguing with you, that they don't have a snowball's chance in hell of getting anywhere? If they're not worried about it, why are they saying all of these things? Why are they trying to convince you that voting for someone else is wrong? See? We say don't be a sheep. We say that liberals and stuff are sheep. Well, why are you being a sheep? Hi. Can I pet you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well. It's a beautiful dog.
Thank you.
Listen, Republicans are just as bad as being a sheep as a Democrat is. Well, they're all going to rally around Warnock. 20 people in this election for the U.S. Senate. And every conservative Republican, supposedly free-thinking person involved in politics out there right now is telling you, vote Loeffler or vote Collins. Man, I'm telling you, research, pray, and vote for who you want to vote. It's your voice. It's your right. Who am I to tell you who to vote for? I'm telling you, I voted for Candace Taylor. Does that mean you have to? No, I'd like for you to. But you know what? You need to make the decision. And you need to do the research on your own. And you need to pray. And quit using that mentality that I have to choose between the lesser of two evils, because evil is evil, man. There's no good in evil. Never has been, never will be, okay? God bless you. Have a great day. And I'm going to get on enjoying these beautiful woods I'm in. And we'll talk to you later. Candace Taylor, 2020.